Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, you're most welcome. Please don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below, and please click on the bell beside it. And when you click on the bell beside it, please make sure you click on all to receive all notification, because someone has been complaining that they are not getting notification. So the last update about JODHA and AKBAR: JODHA gave birth to a baby, a beautiful baby boy, and Jalal named the baby Salim. And Rukaya was really angry and she wanted to take the baby from JODHA, but Jalal said no, no, no. And Rukaya got angry and she decided to perform her own ritual, her own burial ritual, even though she was still alive. That was the last update. Let's continue from there. JODHA and Jalal were in their room with their baby, and Jalal was lost in thought. JODHA asked Jalal that what is Jalal thinking about. Jalal says that what can he even tell JODHA now, because Rukaya's demands are beyond understandable, because Rukaya is again demanding that she wants Salim. But Salim is JODHA's son, and Rukaya doesn't want to understand that, and she is jealous of JODHA. JODHA says that she understands Rukaya's pain, and it is not bad if Rukaya thinks of Salim as her son. Rukaya comes there and listens to their conversation, and Jalal says that Rukaya has become very harsh. JODHA says that she is also a woman, and she understands Rukaya's pain, and she knows that Rukaya will be fine saying Salim, and she will be happy. Salim was crying and JODHA carried him. Rukaya comes there and says to JODHA that she is sorry because she was wrong, and how could she even think to separate a mother from her child. Rukaya sits in JODHA's feet, and JODHA asks that what is Rukaya doing, and Rukaya should get up. Rukaya says no, she was wrong, and she accused JODHA that JODHA killed her own children, and she tried to snatch JODHA's child, but she is sorry. So JODHA should please forgive her, and she has not even looked at JODHA's son, and she has come there to ask for forgiveness from JODHA because she wants to see Salim's face. Rukaya says that she has done so much wrong with JODHA, so JODHA should please forgive her, and Rukaya called JODHA Mariam Ul-Samani. JODHA says that Salim is Rukaya's son as well, and Rukaya can carry Salim in her arms because Rukaya is Salim's elder mother, and JODHA asks Rukaya to carry Salim in her hands. JODHA says that her child has good faith because he is getting two mothers, and Rukaya also have right on Salim because they lost their children because of her, so Rukaya have right on Salim. Rukaya says that is it true that JODHA has forgiven her, and JODHA says yes, and Rukaya carries Salim in her arms. Rukaya thinks in her mind that she can do any war to win Salim, and because of Salim, Jalal and JODHA has come really closer to each other, and now Salim will be the reason for Jalal and JODHA's separation. A couple whose husband's name is Rashid and the wife's name is Zil Bahar comes to the gate of the palace. Zil was pregnant and expecting a child, and the soldier stops the couple from entering the palace. Rashid says that he is very good in playing instruments, and his wife is a dancer, and they both want job in the palace. The soldier says that the couples cannot go into the palace like that because they have to have some reference to go into the palace, or they can come back on the day of open court and they would be allowed into the palace. Zil says that they have brought a secretary for Salim, and the soldier says that Salim is a prince and he doesn't need their secretary. Rashid says okay, the soldier should not give them permission to go in, but the soldier should please send the sacred thread to Salim, and Rashid gives the thread to the soldier, and Rashid says to his wife that they should go away from there because they have to find some shelter. JODHA was wearing the crown of Mariam Ul-Samani and she was carrying a baby, and the artist missed JODHA and Salim's painting. Rukaya says that Tabazum, that is the artist, makes very good painting, and Jalal comes there and says that he has heard it, that a very nice painting of JODHA and Salim has been done. Rukaya says yes. She asks the artist to make the painting of JODHA along with Salim, and Jalal looks at the painting and says that it is amazing. Jalal says to JODHA that how is their prince doing, Mariam Uz-Samani, and JODHA smiles and says that their prince is fine. JODHA says that Salim is really naughty like Jalal, and Jalal smiles. Jalal says that the painting is amazing, and Rukaya says that the painting will be put in JODHA's room, and Jalal leaves, and JODHA also leaves with her baby. Rukaya looks at the painting and says that JODHA might have become the Mariam Ul-Zamani, but she, Rukaya, will snatch the title of a mother that is more important to JODHA from her, and Salim will not call JODHA mother, and Salim would only call JODHA Mariam Ul-Zamani, and Salim will call her mother instead of JODHA. Salim was crying, and JODHA takes Salim in her arms and says to Shamshad that Salim wants her to carry him in her arms all the time Shamshat says that JODHA was the one that caused it because JODHA always carries Salim in her hands and now Salim is used to it. JODHA says that she doesn't want to be away from Salim and that is why she always carry him. Zakira comes there and says that one couple came and sent the sacred thread for Salim. JODHA says that why did Zakira not let the couple come inside, and is it because they are common people? Zakira says that they cannot trust outsiders anymore, and the lady was even pregnant, and it seems like pregnant people and people with child are not good anymore. JODHA says that Zakira should not say something like that about women, because no matter what, women give blessings to children, and now the woman is gone, but she will put the sacred thread on Salim's coat, so Zakira should tie the thread on Salim's coat, and Zakira ties the thread on Salim's coat. Jalal comes there and all the maids leave. Jalal says that he wants to spend time with Salim as well, and Jalal says something into Salim's ears. JODHA asks that what did Jalal say to Salim, and Jalal says that he said some Hindu mantras into Salim's ears. JODHA smiles and says that she also used to say some Quran lines into Salim's ears, and Jalal says that their child will be the greatest king. Zil Bahar and her husband Rashid were in a hut since the soldiers refused to let them enter the palace, and Zil says to Rashid that her child kicked inside her tummy and she doesn't know, but she feels like their child will be a great person. Rashid says that whether their baby is a boy or a girl, he or she will become either a singer or a dancer. Zil says no, she feels that her child will be a history writer. Suddenly, the wind started blowing and Rashid says that he will go and look for food and he goes from there. In the night, Salim started crying and JODHA wakes up and says that she will take Salim to go and see the weather. JODHA takes Salim and comes to the balcony and Salim was crying. JODHA says that Salim should not cry because in rain, storms always come, but when the rain stops, then the storm will stop as well. Zil comes out of her hut that was right in front of the palace, and JODHA sees Zil standing outside her hut with her big tummy showing that she is heavily pregnant. Zakira comes there and asks that what is JODHA thinking about. JODHA says that she is thinking that in this bad weather, they live in the palace, but Zakira should look at that woman in the hut, and how do they live in the hut during the bad weather and in that condition? Zakira says that the woman was the one that came to the palace some days back and gave Salim sacred thread. JODHA says to Salim that Salim is enjoying the weather, and though Salim knows that in the last rain, Salim was in her tummy, but during this rain now, Salim has already been born. On the other side, Zil says that in the next rain, she would also play with her unborn baby inside the rain, and she will wet her baby's small fingers with rainwater, and Zil put rainwater on her tummy and says to her child in the tummy that her child should feel the rain. On the other side, JODHA makes Salim's hand filled with rainwater, and JODHA says that Prince Shishti said that Salim will think with his heart in life, and she wants Salim to be like that, because anyone who thinks from the heart is always a great person. On the other side, Zil says that Jalal is a great king, and he has one child whose name is Salim, and she knows that her baby will be lucky to see Salim, because her baby will be born in the Mughal kingdom. JODHA says to Salim that Salim is a prince, and Salim would have to walk on his father's path. JODHA says that though Salim even know that somebody sent a sacred thread for Salim. On the other side, Zil says to her unborn baby that the sacred thread that she sent to Salim was given to her by a priest for her baby, but she sent it to Salim instead. Zil saw some people passing by her hut and they were talking to each other that tomorrow Salim would die and their problems would be solved, and Zil quickly hides seeing the men, and the men leaves from there. Zil follows the men and the men goes to some isolated place and they talk to the other thugs and they plan on how to kill Salim. One man says that Jalal and JODHA will go to the temple with Salim and the security will be less at the temple, so they would attack Salim there and they will kill him in the temple. And Zil listens to all this and she thinks that she needs to tell this to Jalal and she has to inform Jalal about it immediately. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching till the end. I've been really busy since morning, but I will try my best to still give one more update after this. Please don't forget to like this video, share it and comment if you can, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.